Disclaimer.
Yet people are still gonna defend it. Disney is witchcraft. Freemasonry equals witchcraft. Walt Disney was a 33-degree level Freemason. Wake up, people! Hashtag Trump 2020 QQ to save the children.
Oh, wait, let's see. Walt Disney. Okay, and then you take... so they have all those fingers, which is like devil symbols. Mickey, and you flip it upside down, is Wicked. And if you... If you try really hard, you can fit 3 6s into Walt Disney, so that means it's the devil. Oh, is this real? Okay. Even if this was real, fam, if this was real, if Disney and Mickey Mouse were like satanic worshippers, why would they hide 6s in their name? It's so stupid. It would be like, hey, I'm gonna make a company that supports the Illuminati, so I'm just gonna make a wordplay on the Illuminati in my company name, and hopefully nobody figures it out. It's so dumb.
If you spell NASA backwards and replace a few words, it spells Satan, and that's why vaccines are bad.
Whew. Well, good evening, ladies, lasses, and lassos. This smells like Christmas. Yes, indeed. It's another one of the r/InsaneParents installments, where we look at naughty parents and laugh together. Enjoy. Am I the asshole for deleting my son's Minecraft world? I have 2 children, a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old daughter. My son had a Minecraft world where he built a quite impressive castle on an island, which he was very proud to show me. Since school was cancelled, he had issues with waking up on time. He is supposed to wake up at 7 each morning, but for the past month, he's been sleeping in until about 9 or even 10. I always set an alarm for him, but he sleeps right through it. I don't wake him up because waking up is a skill that he needs to learn. I told him about 2 weeks ago that there are going to be consequences for him if he continues to sleep in every morning. At first, he understood and was waking up on time every morning, but for the past week or so, he has fallen back into old habits. I told him yesterday that this is his final warning. Today he slept until 11. So I followed through with my warning and went on the computer and deleted his favorite Minecraft world. I also took away computer privilege for the next month. When I told him, he started screaming and crying. He told me that he spent a whole year working on that world and he was very distraught that he's never going to see it again. He's been crying and sobbing throughout the day. And oh god. Oh, that was not me. Sorry, I'm allergic to BS. And has refused to eat any of his meals. Alright, it is kind of a cliche that boomers and parents do not understand video games. Like, no, I can't pause this game, ma. You know, stuff like that. But this is the equivalent of you going out and like burning down the tree house he spent a year building because he slept in a couple of days when school isn't even open. Like, who cares? If you want to take his computer away because he stays up too late and sleeps in way too often, that is perfectly fine. You can always help your children adjust their schedule and stuff. I mean, parents are supposed to guide them. But this? No, they will never trust you with anything again. Stop. U.S. family murdered shop guard for enforcing mask policy. A woman has been charged along with her husband and son with killing a security guard who refused her daughter entry to a shop because he was not wearing face covering. What? Jesus Christ. Why were you even out shopping with your entire family? That seems incredibly unnecessary, considering the circumstance. Jesus, what a complete pile of garbage family. It really is genetic, isn't it? A Houston woman who was driving SUV towards her children in an apparent game of chicken. Struck and killed her 3-year-old son, authorities say. What? How can you... What? How do you even do that? You like line your 3-year-old up on the street and just drive towards them like, I'm gonna show you it's the chicken, Timmy! And just, what? Oh my god. How insecure must you be if you have to play chicken with your own 3-year-old children? A brain of human, a brain of cat, a brain of rat, a brain of parents that think that no privacy until 18 is a good idea. Yeah, that's true. Give your kids their space. I mean, here's the thing. Have your eyes on them to make sure they don't do stuff that is actually harmful. But a little bit of privacy, yes, definitely. Mom.
Yeah, and it will take you till the end of the movie.
Yeah, probably.
Grounded.
4? I'll come back up.
Skipping out.
I'm coming back up later.
No, you don't get to hide out.
Can I just finish going poo-poo? I will come back up.
You're grounded anyway. How dare you go to the bathroom? You're grounded for life. Good luck taking a dump now, Courtney.
Give birth to a girl you've always wanted. Treat her like trash and express negative opinions on whatever she does. She blocks your number after moving out for college. She blocks your number after moving out for college.
Well, who would have thunk it?
I will not be giving my child any mandatory vaccinations. If they cannot attend school because of them not being vaccinated, well, looks like this mama needs to relearn math. Lol.
Hey, here's the thought of the day. Don't homeschool if you're an anti-vaxxer for several reasons. Yikes. I don't know how old the child is, but you should be able to help them with math homework. I'm gonna guess this child is like below the age of 10.
Stop! Life doesn't always revolve around you. Stop trying to get at me. Stop trying to use your brother against you or me. I love you no matter what. I love you. Messes or cooking dinner or attitude or not. I love you, my name. I'm going to sleep. I have to work, my nyanya.
There was chewed up tomato on my bed.
Okay, good night.
Chewed up tomato. And you told him to leave it. I asked him to get it off nicely the second time I found food on my bed. You told him to leave it. But yeah, I think everything revolves around me. I just lost a best friend today because her parents are total a-holes. They got rid of her accounts, took everything away from her, and they are also transphobes. They kept yelling at her face, saying she's a boy and shite like that. If you treat your kids like this, get a freaking life. Goodbye. My parents found out about this account. I may very well never see any of you ever again. I freaking can't handle this. Spread this around as much as you can. That is horrendous. That is horrendous. How will you ever teach your kids to like spread their wings and be independent if this is the stuff you do? And I mean, transphobic? I mean, here's the thing. You should probably encourage your children, you know, in their choices. And you know, oh my god, oh, it's so bad. A pretty good lesson when it comes to stuff like this in general. If your kid want to make choices or want to identify or do something like that, let them do that. Let them find themselves. As long as it's not directly harmful or hurts other people, why not? That I don't understand. Why not? What is so horrible?
I made my kid crash his new iPhone 10 with a meat hammer. I was sick of threatening it. He's had to work for the last 3 months to build up enough chore money to pay the insurance. It worked.
Yet another parent who someday won't hear from her kids ever again.
That is absolutely not true. Thanks for generalizing. We've had a fantastic relationship, and he was talking about wanting to have a good career so he can buy a house big enough for me to live with him forever.
Yikes! Wait. Oh my god! Is that how you... Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that how you justify it? Are you serious? You make your kids smash all their belongings so they can get a better career somehow, because that's obviously directly correlated, so they can buy you a house in the future. This is some of the weirdest, like, profiteering off your children's stuff I've ever seen. My god. I know some kids who have bought their parents' houses, and that is a ton of cred right there. But this?
Can go frick themselves. Say no to the vaccine.
Why are we saying no?
These vaccines have a chip in them. They will have control of monitoring you, know exactly what you're doing at all times, and contain chemicals that it can control using the new 5G that they are putting all up around the world. It will be intrigued with the new 5G technology that is killing birds, animals, and humans. The chip is controlled by frequencies that the 5G emits.
It's like one of those genius correlations they always make.
Did you know that the C virus and the density of 5G towers correlate? Tear them all down!
Or maybe it's because diseases spread where there are lots of people, because contact, and that's also where you put up most of their towers, because that's where you have a lot of cell phones. Maybe. What a mystery. But this? Okay, this is the next level. The 5G towers are controlling us through vaccines, people. Yikes. I would be very impressed with a chip that can fit through a vaccine needle. Just gonna be honest. 20 and stuck with her guilt-tripping mom who doesn't let her move out.
Why isn't there meat for dinner?
You said yesterday that you are sick of meat.
I said no such thing. I'm not eating this.
Okay.
Watch the tone.
Me, excited to get my $1,200 stimulus check.
My mom claiming me as dependent when I have a job. I think I may be attracted to girls. Maybe I should come out to my parents as bisexual. It's just a phase. You need to experience masculine energy. Never again.
My mom telling me to grow up after I say I'm about to pass out. My mom 5 seconds later when I collapse into the toilet. Well, that is a start of a day.
School shootings happen because nobody's allowed to hit their kids anymore. Gun control? Let's start with kid control. I was afraid to miss my curfew because my mom would throw a lamp at my head. This is the generation of, my mom is my best friend. Frick that. I feared my mom. Thanks, Mom.
Jesus Christ. I mean, this is such a complex topic that you think that simply hitting your kids will solve it is so ignorant. And I think a lot of people that do horrific acts like this are people with nothing left to lose and just want vengeance upon the world. This, being abusive to them, it definitely won't help. You're just gonna create more dysfunctional children in the world. Oh God. It's like that post. I remember a post from a while back that said something like, oh, you know, back from like 100 years ago or something, kids used to go to the coal mine when they were 9 years old. Nowadays, they're home and being coddled. And it's like, well, the life expectancy of a child in a mine was like 9 years old or something like that. It was ridiculous. And they're like, oh wow, how bad that kids are not allowed in the coal mines anymore. Oh my God. Not everything was better before. Actually, very few things were better before. So cease. Me, and teaching myself C++. My dad and mom saying that I'm playing games all the time. My mom telling me I'm a bum, that my boyfriend is just using me, and his family secretly hates me, and threatening me with homelessness after I told her I quit my job that made me severely unhappy, even though I'm a full-time student and will be the first child in the entire family with a higher education degree. My mom after I come downstairs fully dressed for an interview the very next day. Oh no. So supportive. It's like when they're more obsessed with proving their point than, wishing you the best.
You are so selfish.
I'm not.
You really disappoint me. Hardly tried, did you?
Yes, I can't edit photos. I don't know how to. I'm not a graphic designer.
It's okay, cause don't ask me for nothing again. The answer is no. Wow, my son admits that he thinks he has ADHD. That's not possible. Mental illness isn't real. He's just lazy and doesn't even do his schoolwork on purpose even though I see that he puts in genuine effort. I should take away his PC because he can't focus on work. That should teach him to work harder. Why are his grades so bad? I raised a smart and hardworking son. He should be doing better. I guess he's being lazy on purpose.
Yikes. My overweight mother when I gained 7 kilos due to stress.
You have really gotten heavier. You should lose weight.
My mother when I lost weight, starting to lifting and generally feeling better.
Don't get too muscular now. You're a girl.
There are enough things in this modern world to make people insecure about their success or bodies or what have you. Just look at any Instagram flow, for God's sake. It's actually been proven that the more you look at, for example, good-looking people on Instagram, the more you feel about yourself. So pushing this onto your younger generation when they already have this world full of impressions that will make them pretty much just doubt themselves, not the brightest idea, fam. In reality, when it comes to being good at things, don't try to be best at everything. It's easy to look at individual people and say that, hey, oh, that person is more fit than I am, and this person over here is more rich than I am. But the problem is you only ever compare one thing about you to someone who is like doing it as a job. It's not realistic. You have to compare the whole person. Otherwise, you're basically just lying to yourself to feel bad. That's basically Instagram for you. Just because your parents were abused and neglected as children does not give them an excuse to do the same things to you.
I'm gonna get kids.
Why?
Vengeance.
Oh.
Me, scrolling through r/InsaneParents and thinking my parents are fine. Seeing small similarities. Seeing bigger similarities. Seeing that my parents are completely crazy and that I've been conditioned to think it's fine. Heck. Why can't we ever talk to each other openly?
For us to bond like that, I would need you to acknowledge a lot of things you did to me when I was a child that truly hurt me and still hurt to this day. I don't want you to go through that level of guilt and discomfort though, but that also means part of me will always resent you for making those mistakes. It's probably easier to pretend neither of us are hurt by any of this. Ouch. Yeah, that relationship will probably just get further and further apart with time, if I'm gonna be honest. My mom when I said no to living in Florida with her, right after she beat me and berated me. Oh, wow, what a shocker. Oh, they don't want that. Try to beat these living conditions. Haha. Yikes. Me, my therapist giving me an anxiety diagnosis. My dad growing up. You don't have anxiety, you just want attention. Me, still believing him. Validation. You can't cure your child's depression by taking away things that make them happy. Moms. Burn.
Me, casually scrolling through the subreddit, reads about the struggles of some autistic users and the odd/crazy things the parents are doing, finding similarities between them and my parents, realizing how incredibly lucky I am to get smart parents that actually understand the human body and how to deal with me, and wishing I could help the users somehow and educate the parents, but I'm stuck here behind the screen. Yeah, I get that feeling sometimes too, fam.
The thing is that no people are perfect, but the stuff that makes families so sensitive is that the kids are always dependent on the parents. It's like the person who looks out for you, it's also someone who's older, it's also someone who pays for stuff. So you are in a extremely vulnerable and dependent position. So even when someone just, starts going off the road ever so slightly, it can really escalate because, ooh, someone said it's ooh Monday. Oh dear God, this is going over so much for my rant. Yeah, but a parent-child relationship is not as regulatory as a peer-to-peer relationship, so be careful, parents. Mix weed with antidepressants. Start taking only half of antidepressants without talking to a doctor. Verbally and physically assault wife and then deny it. And tell daughter that she broke the family when she calls the police. Yay! I did nothing wrong.
My daughter downloaded TikTok.
Yeah, that's an alternative app, alright. Kind of fetishizing.
My daughter downloaded TikTok and I'm incredibly angry. She's saying my punishments are way too extreme, which I think she deserves an extreme punishment for downloading a pedo app made by the Chinese Communist Party. Every single person on that app wants to hunt down our children. I punished her by limiting her favorite snacks that she eats all day, so she only gets breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which I chose for her. No choices. I took away all of her electronics. I cracked her phone in half and took away her computer. I don't care if she has schoolwork. She will have to do her schoolwork when she gets her computer back in 15 days. And I will be emailing her teacher to explain why her work is late. She's not allowed out of her room unless she needs to shower and go to the bathroom. There are plenty of books she can read, the art she can do. We all need to band together.
Band together? The spelling in this post is horrendous.
Together to get this awful app off the App Store. This is outrageous and should not exist. Everyone on that app is dangerous.
Well, like 99% of the people on that app are like teenagers, and there is a small percentage, but that goes for anywhere on the internet that has malicious intent. It might be better to just have a sit down with your kid for 30 minutes and explain online safety instead of like breaking their things for downloading a social media app that literally all of their friends are using. Yikers! Not the way to go about it, Mom. I bet in a couple of years, that girl will probably have a secret phone, just saying.
Zach got kicked out of school in New York today. His friends made him this card to tell them how much they miss him. He's a healthy boy. His parents have studied vaccine safety and efficiency and make those decisions not to vaccinate him. There are thousands like him. This is their punishment.
Oh, you mean not risking infecting immunocompromised kids at school? School, which is like the most virusy, touchy, spready place on earth? Alright, cool. Yeah, you're a wonderful person, alright.
A video of me beating my kids is gonna be put up for everyone to see. And yup, I sure the frick did whoop his for telling me he hated me and wished I was dead. Anyone got a problem with it, call CPS. I ain't ashamed of shoes. Frick bleh for trying to hold the video over my head and for trying to do the same thing. Ain't nothing but some fake shit coming from two muffins who are mad I wouldn't let them talk all over me. It's cool though, I can let some shit out of the bag too.
Did you make this post thinking you were exposing like other people?
Look at these parents who are mad at me for mistreating and abusing my children. Oh my god, exposed.
Like, no, lady, you're the one who exposed. You should probably take a step back and reconsider the fact that you are not as smart as you think you are. I can't come to the meeting tonight. We had to put down one of the dogs.
You were supposed to run this meeting. You didn't answer. Did you tell friend you would run tonight's meeting?
Yikes. Kids at home missing their teachers because the new substitutes beat their ass. Oh god. Oh my god. Yeah, a moment of silence for the people stuck at home during this period with abusive families. That is horrendous.
If you don't stop your dad from harassing me, you're just a coward just like him.
Why? I don't even know what this is about.
Liar, just like him.
Lol. Okay, I'm not lying. I literally have no idea.
You liar. Second strain, right? Keep the fear ramped up. I know people are dead, but holy hell, what a bunch of freaking babies in this world. Whiners and babies. Jesus.
Go lick all the doorknobs at Home Depot if you're so confident that this is a baby nonsense. Or maybe I'll get infected and cough blood on you next time I see you.
They have way overblown the forecasted number of deaths, and now they warn you of a second wave. Right.
Do not text me again about the virus. Find someone else to talk to about this. I'm done with this conversation. I mean, it's a pandemic. It's probably better to overestimate it than underestimate it, to be honest, because it's way easier to like tone down the measurements afterwards than to try to tone them up when it's already too late. That's just a little thought.
Okay, I'm going to admit it. I did tell my daughter that I hope she has it and dies, but I didn't mean it. I was just frustrated at the time, and her kids were driving me crazy. She is pissed that I asked for prayers requested for her on Facebook, but she is my daughter, and I don't want her to die. I know two wrongs don't make a right, but do you know how many times she told me that? Hell, she even said that when I die, it's not coming to my funeral, and that she would be glad when I die, and she knows how possible that is when all the heart problems I have.
You said that to your daughter?
Well, she's some damage to my heart also.
Look, I don't know you, but I'm pretty sure we're new Facebook friends, but how Okay, I think I know where that rant is going. Woof. Happy Mother's Day to my mom who blocked me on Facebook during a pandemic. Yeah. Am I responsible for the estrangement of my adult children thanks to me physically, emotionally, and verbally abuse parenting methods and my refusal to have it even an ounce of accountability and accept that I caused them immense pain throughout their childhood? No, it's the children who are wrong. Yes.
My daughter hasn't been feeling well lately. The doctor says it's because of the ED she has had since she was 13. The doctor referred her to an eating disorder program, but I think I'll just scream at her and call her attention-seeking bitch instead. I wonder why she won't talk to me about her mental health anymore. Oh my god, I showed her all the support thing, yeah.
Mom, no one's asking you to.
I don't care, you should though. Are you trying to look cross-eyed on purpose? I'm just trying to understand. The painkiller's just so dirty looking. You're a follower, obviously. You would never let yourself look like that and post it. Maybe it's the edibles and weed getting to your brain. Weed that's make you like you're shit of a bitch. Yikes. Oh my god, you dyed your hair. Your brain must be melting. Subject. That is not what investigations proved me when you reported me to CPS. Although I admit I was an authoritarian mom. I do love you and wish you the best. You freaking lied to CPS and covered for your pedo husband. We all make mistakes. So stop freaking lying. They always investigate outside. The CPS investigates everything and they never talk to me. I understand why you're angry, but know that I love you and always will. So does your sister. Stop contacting me. Being PD towards children in your own household, that must be one of the worst things you can ever do. And supporting that and defending that person, fully well knowing what they're doing, Jesus Christ. Oh, these people, man. So I don't want to go. Are you busy or just not keen on replying? Happy Mother's Day to me! Thumbs up. Just saying that we should stay home instead of threatening other people's lives with a potentially deadly virus, you know? If grandma or grandpa are infected, they will die. That's not a risk I will take. A very sane conclusion. I agree. It's like one dinner is not worth dying for. Just saying. My mother when I'm on a diet. You're way too skinny. Eat something. My mother anytime I eat. That's way too much food, and it's so unhealthy, and you already weigh a lot. I'll let my children smoke crack before I let them get vaccinated. At least I know what's in crack. Laugh if you want, I'm dead serious. No, you don't. It's a very bad argument, but if you just buy random drugs on the street corner, you're not gonna know exactly what they put in that. Are you serious? Oh my god. I would dare say that's slightly more shady than getting a vaccine that's been approved by like the entire medical body in your country. Just a small, wild theory. Well, laddies, lasses, and lassos, that is it for this nut house for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something. I don't know. Check out my socials in the description. I'll be one day on time with it, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Mwah. PTSD and abuse over Christmas time.